To set the tone for today, I now invite Mr. Roy to the stage to introduce Mr. N Prakash.
I would like to introduce Mr. N Prakash, Managing Director of N Prakash Construction Project Management Consultants Private Limited. Mr. Prakash has done his M.Tech Structures from Regional Engineering College, Surathkal, and has over 49 years of experience in civil engineering projects both in India and abroad. He has commenced independent practice in 1986 as a construction management consultant and subsequently established a consulting firm rendering construction management services. He also established the School of Construction Management Excellence to train fresh and experienced civil engineers and project managers. A seasoned construction professional with decades of experience managing large and complex infrastructure projects, N Prakash has served as an external consultant for major corporations, including Infosys, bringing excellence and innovation to significant construction projects across India. His expertise spans project planning, scheduling, cost control, and team management, making him uniquely qualified to share the practical wisdom that defines successful construction management.
Now I request Mr. Prakash sir to deliver the welcome address and the presentation. Thank you.
I want to introduce the journey that we had gone through. This is a completion of 1 decade. I was just sitting with the chief guest and the guest of honor. We were discussing the evolution and how we started all these things. I don't know, many of you may not know that I run another company called N Prakash Construction Project Management Company, where we render construction project management services to the builders, the developers, and so on and so forth. I mean, our line of business covers industries, hotels, hospitals, institutions, etc. So, and at one point in time, I thought that it is necessary that we render our services to the consumer also. We said that if we are doing this to the builder, there must be some our knowledge has to be shared, and we should also make sure that the client or the consumer, particularly the flat owners and the resident welfare associations, we should also be sharing our knowledge and then use that. That's how we all started. So it's 10 years where we started with home inspection. So it started with home inspection where we started delivering or rendering our services to individual house owners. When they take over from a builder, they may not obviously know all that is to be looked into. So we said that we will help them check what they wanted, and that's how the home inspection, pre-delivery inspection started. So it started in 2015. You can see this graph that we only started with. In 2015, we started with about 6 of them in 1 year. Then 2016, 12, doubled it, and then we have grown. The awareness to rendering the service and the requirement of these particular services, the knowledge, the consumer increased. So therefore, we have been able to do this. So we are today, as in 2025, we have done more than 12,500 home inspections. Then came, when we were doing that, there were a lot of people who said there are resident welfare associations who would like to know as to whatever they are getting. Because when the association is formed, they were not very sure as to what they are running and whatever they got and what they are taking over from the builder was what it should be and what has been promised to them. Therefore, we said that we will render these services also to the resident welfare associations, particularly the engineering part of it. Law is another aspect of it. So we started doing this builder to society handover. And this is the growth of that also. So we started with in 2016, 2015, when we did that, we realized that people came to us and said, why don't you do it to us also? So we started in 2016, grown from 2, 5, 8, 10, and today we have done about 50. So it's quite an awareness about what resident welfare association do know, and they have realized the importance of taking over from the builder. Then came the health checkup. Once you have got that, it's like any other person that even a human being needs a regular health checkup. So they do say that you need to have a regular annual checkup. So why not do it to the resident welfare association and these large housing complexes where you need to look at them on a regular basis whether things are running or not. So we'll do this health checkup part of it also, and we started running these services. One of the most important thing that and most in demand is the dampness. It's amazing that there's a huge demand for dampness, and we have really, and what they think is one of the biggest misnomer is if there is even one of the leading actors in the country advertises for a product, just says you apply it, it will go. No, you can't have one sort of a medicine for all that thing that happens in dampness. It has to be really checked as to what dampness is and what is the root cause, and then apply it. You can't have, in Kannada there is saying, talagella vande mantra anta. So you cannot have only one medicine for whole thing that you have got. So we do it, and there is a huge demand for this, and we also conduct a dampness inspection and the root cause analysis as it is rightly mentioned. Then total quality management. There are builders who have engaged us to do the total quality management during the construction process itself. So we render the third-party quality inspection, and we help them have good quality control because we have standard operating procedures, we have checklists, we have quality procedures where you check them and report directly to the big boss. So it doesn't go through. So he knows what's happening, and that's one of the things that we do is to total quality management. Now this is our spread. As far as we are from almost Indore to Noida, Mumbai, Bangalore, Kochi. We have rendered our services for the home inspection, individual inspection, and so on. And this is what is in Bangalore. Bangalore, there is a huge demand, and we have been doing more than 500 plus places in Bangalore. Then the franchises. Then once we had it, we started, sorry. We started having franchises. We do have franchises in all these places where we help them, and we make sure that they adopt to our standard operating procedures and processes, and we render them. They are all over now. That, of course, including Noida at the top. And there are people who are, it's going well. As a matter of fact, Noida also is one of the places where there is a huge demand for this. 2015, first inspection was in Chennai, as a matter of fact. Nobody in Bangalore wanted it. It's in Chennai that we did the inspection. 2016, the first RAW audit, that is the Resident Welfare Association audits for Purva Midtown. And B2B, where we are talking about is to, and this was in 2016, Mirror on Water. Hyderabad home inspection, 2016. 2017, we launched an app. We found that the inspection process was taking a lot of time, and we had to find an app. So we designed an app ourselves. We came up with this app. We developed the software, and Uday, being with the background of software, he also took interest, and then this is how the software looks, where it makes the engineers' work very simple, and then they don't miss out anything. They have all the checklists that are there, and they diligently do their work, and creating of reports and all these things become easy because of the app that is there. 2018, total quality management was Monsoon's senior living in Bangalore again. The first franchisee was from Chennai. In Chennai also there is South Chennai and North Chennai. So there are two people who wanted it franchise. 2023, we had a seminar. This was the first seminar we had in March 2023. The demand was so much, but we immediately had, after 6 months, one more in December. So everybody wanted to know what's happening. And that's the team. We have a fantastic team. And you can see we have a lot of people at the back of the office. There are a lot of engineers. Yeah, I think they need a round of applause. 2024, we brought out a book. This book is for people who want to know about the residential welfare association management. But the HOTO stands for handover, takeover. That's the management handbook. It's quite in demand. A lot of people have gone for it. And we also have part costs. We have Neha, who is here, and she will deliver this lecture also. We have part costs. So now we have completed a chapter, but the story goes on, as he says. 12,000 plus home inspections, 50 plus RWA HOTO audits, and of course, Google reviews is one of the most important, because nowadays all these youngsters go by the reviews that you get. They would like to see how good the reviews are, so they do look at the reviews. And we have 4.8, and we do have very good reviews. This was the picture from the latest outing, celebrating the 10th anniversary. So all these people went out and celebrated and had good time in one of the resorts. Both Chitre and I are missing because we are behind the camera. So we are missing there, but they made sure that we are behind the camera also. So this is the team, and just last week they were there and we had a fantastic time. I think we are very happy that we have a fantastic team, very dedicated, very united. It's really a lot of teamwork. Both the boys and the girls, both in the front office, go to the field. There are girls at the background, which is on the back office. They have fantastic work. So a big round of applause from all these people. Thank you. This is the brief thing that I want to talk about. That's it. That's the introduction to the 10 years of our journey. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Manjunath to hand over the sapling to Prakash, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.